The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. And this one is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Deep ball for Goodwin. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets it down to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Herbert on 1st down now. Quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. Complete to Kelly. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They snap it to Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
39 yards there, a big one.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure.
And this is intercepted. My goodness. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 21. Chargers nothing. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now the 2nd down throw on target. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Fires one, but incomplete. No problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they try the right side here. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The running back.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
He's taken down.
That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Josh Lambo will attempt the field goal. He's a former Charger, remember, back in their San Diego days. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On first down, it's Herbert. Deep ball for Goodwin. Herbert, his 3rd reception. Picked off at the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll let this one go deep for... He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and the route is on here in this first half.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Now he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Chargers 7. Sterling Hawkrichter set to kick off.
Seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Jags grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing. Take care of the football.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Sliding out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. across the 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Jaguars 35, Chargers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks him. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
7-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Sterling Hawkrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
Awesome 5 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Gain on the play.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Now Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. From the 36, Minshew. And he'll let this one go. And this is caught at the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
It's a gain of 48
Boy,
yards.
another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The 16.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 11. Oh, nice move. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Plays Goodwin. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have you guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. The open man is Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
He is good.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 28. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here, the 32. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead will grow by one more.
Jaguars 49. Chargers 28. Josh Lambeau to kick off for.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And then he brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Stredler's pass.
We got plenty to catch.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got room. Drag him down at the Chargers 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards.
A gain of 45 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tonight's final score, Jaguars.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.